Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Lou Segura, that's who I am. Let's do some yoga. Let's stretch out and get rid of some of the earlier morning anxieties and stresses. Rejuvenate our bodies, revive ourselves, become energized, allow ourselves to breathe. Focus your breathing, focus on your breath. Allow yourself to stand straight. We're officially starting in 1 minute, but you can start earlier, yes? Standing in mountain pose. Allow your feet to turn so that the second and third toes are turned in line with the heel. Feel the big toes, feel the inner heels pulling in and down. Draw your belly in. Feel yourself extending away from the ground, the floor. Feel your breath. Make yourself inhale slower. Make yourself inhale deeper. Exhaling, pulling the belly. Same way, slow. Through the nose. Inhale. And as we're focusing on the breathing, don't stop focusing on the breathing. Slowly add to your focus. Adding or becoming mindful, full in the mind, with thoughts that you put in them. Your breathing, the posture of your feet, the pulling down to the center with your big toes and your inner heels, centering your kneecaps over the second and third toe, pushing your knees straight, feeling the kneecaps because of the firmness of your legs, lifting up onto the thighs. Thighs need to roll outward and inward to find that center of the kneecap over the second and third toe. The pelvis is tilting under to get an even straight line on top of the heel. The legs are turning on in the rear. The hips are turning on. The spine is lifting upward. Everything is drawing inward. Everything. The belly button, the diaphragm. Drawing and pulling you back. Hold it back. Hold it. Adding to it. Start from the beginning if you let something go. If you leave one thing out, go back to the beginning. The practice is an inclusion, not an omittance. So including everything while breathing slowly through the nose. We're only going into mountain pose, nothing else. We won't go fast. It won't be hard. It may be challenging to focus, but try feeling yourself becoming firm. The chest is lifting upward. The rib cage is creating space. The shoulders are melting down. The arms are extending. Elbows are rolling back. The palms are rolling forward. Fingertips are also extending them. Don't leave them at the wayside. It's part of your body. The ear canal, drawing your head back so that the ear canal themselves lay on top of the shoulders. The chin is in the throat and the crown is extending as well so that the entire spine is lengthening. So when you feel the crown, do you feel the tail lifting? Right? Try not to. Try to keep it engaged. As soft as you need, as firm as you can make it. Mountain, immobile, immense. How tall can you become? And while we're here, I'm going to be discussing. So stay in your pose. Breathe. Stay in the pose. We're going to be here for another 5 minutes, just in this pose. Breathing, allow. While we're staying here, we're going to talk about a locking system in the body called the bandhas. It's spelled B-A-H-N or B-A-N-H or B-A-N-D-H-A-S. I don't recall the spell. Bandhas. B-A-N-D-H-A-S. Bandhas. A locking system, there's 3 of them. At the belly, at the root, is one of them. So the more you draw the belly in and pull and flatten and tighten and make this as flat as you can, that's one of those locking systems. The other one is in the solar plexus, so the belly button and diaphragm, drawing everything in and up. The other one is the throat, where I always say, pull your ear canals back. That's the third. And pulling all 3 creates the 4th, making everything one locking unit. And you'll be surprised, you'll be thrilled when you learn how to keep all of that, and it keeps the body firm, locking yourself into your yoga. Okay, breathing a little bit deeper now. Try to extend your arms toward the floor. We're still not done working in this mountain pose. I won't move again. Try. Feel how tight your shoulders are to your body. Try to extend them out. Try to make yourself wide. Try to make yourself long. Extend those elbows. Keep trying. Keep allowing your focus, your mind to travel inside. That's getting that connection of that mind and body, right? The spirit is you. You're controlling the whole thing. So first is the spirit, you, controlling the mind or connecting to it so that you can tell your body what to do, not the mind to tell you what to do. And of course your body. Okay. As we inhale, reach your arms, extend them. Inhaling all the way up. Feel that stretch in the biceps, the armpits, the fingers, the hands, the forearms. Feel the chest stretching. As you're all the way up here, are your hips lifting? Try to control that motion. Draw the belly in. Are your shoulders shrugging up into your ears? Try to relax your shoulders wide. Let the palms face each other. Try, as the shoulders are sinking down, to get the hands to come shoulders width. Reach a little higher, extending a little bit more. And relax. Exhaling down, of course. Sweeping gently. Inhale, follow your breath all the way up. Keep the legs turned on. Keep your mountain pose turned on. Keep the belly pulling. And exhale and gently come down. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, come all the way down. One more time. Inhale all the way up. Now this time, keeping your arms up, palms together, bring your right leg back. Just step. Now be careful. Careful, the toes have to go to the corner. From the back foot to the corner. Even your heels out together, so be careful. You're surfing. It's okay if you need more width. Give yourself width. It's your support system. Try not to go wider than the shoulders. Try to find your way. Body straight, body's even. Hands are up high. Soften through the knee. And without bending the back knee, gently push the hips together and evenly forward. Keep pushing that knee back. Keep pushing the blade and heel on the floor. Now, imagine that back leg, the heel, trying to turn in toward the front heel. Imagine it. Don't move it. Imagine it. So feel that tension pulling even though we're rotating. Reach. Pulling everything in. Shoulders are down. And relax. Gently step over. Very soft, very light. I like this side. Let me try it again. Strong. As we inhale, arms come up, palms touch, step back with the left leg. Find your feet flat, find your back leg engaging more than the front leg, because that's where all or most of the weight is right now. So trying to adjust an even amount of weight into both legs. That's key. An even amount of weight on both legs, not all back here. That creates more tension than you need to. Pushing through the hip, push the knee back in the back, push the blade down, pull that heel in as if it were turning without moving, and the hip turns it. Do you feel your legs turning on? Both of them should be on. And relax, and release, and gently step up. Engage, engage. Feet shoulder width apart. Notice I'm on an angle, so you allow yourself plenty of room. I'm on an angle so you can see me in which direction, okay? Not just one set view, side view. Feet are shoulder width apart. Engage your feet, engage your toes. Flat with your toes. Ball joints pressing down, lifting the arches. Sweep the arms upward, inhale. As high as you can, but here's the thing. If you get your arms straight, that's more important for you, is those straight arms, and only as high as you can. So sometimes it's hard to get those arms to come back because it's so tight. In here, we need to relax upward a little bit, right? Can you gently lift your body upward? Now, whether you get them up or out or straight, that's up to your body. Either way, get the shoulder blades and the shoulders to draw back. And whatever you can is good. That's good. Now, draw the belly in more. Try not to let the tail lift. And sink. Get an even pull on your hips. It's the hips that are pulling you down. Can you travel forward with your knees a little? It's hard to balance on this. So push down into your hips and feel your hips trying to draw you downward as you're extending away from the hips. Feel yourself create space. Reaching. Notice how your tail is lifting upward. Try to pull it down. Make your body straight. Diving down. Now here depends on your body. Maybe you need your arms on your thighs to help you. It's okay. You can come all the way forward with your arms on your thighs and just let the body let you rest downward. If you can, you're going to drop your arms, blocks perhaps, books or something. The rest of the way goes all the way down. Use your body. Melt it on top of your thighs. Chin to your throat, pull your forehead toward your navel. Maybe you can lift up the back of your thighs. Can you push your hands flat into something? Whether it's a table, a chair, books, blocks, but push flat so that you can feel the shoulders melting back. At any height is good. Okay? Can you extend the back of the thighs upward? Pull the big toes in the heels. Breathing. Feel the belly drawing up into the pelvic floor. Soften the knees. Roll the body upward. Sweep the arms outward and upward. Nice and slow, one breath. Exhaling, the arms down to your sides. Sweeping, lift the arms up to the sky. Exhaling into a forward bend. Melting all the way down. All the way, let yourself melt. Now, without, this time I'll go on my side. Without letting your heels lift, alternate bending the knees just a little bit, trying to collapse your body while doing so. Feel your big toes and your inner heels working. Feel your kneecaps staying over the second and third toe. Feel your body resting and gently roll the spine all the way up. Breathing. Allow yourself to breathe. Sweep the arms. This time, let's interlace the fingers, turning the palms upward, all the way up. Stretch them as far as you can. Draw the belly in. Let's lean over to that right side. Feel a nice little stretch. Inhaling back up. Exhaling to the other side. Inhaling back up. And relax. Okay, let's step up. Now that my body's a little bit warmer, try the best that you can to keep your feet straight. Stepping back with the right leg, nice and straight. So we want to try to keep the feet, I'll step here. We want to try to keep the feet as straight as they will go, keeping them without turning the heels inward or outward, but just straight second and third toe lining up. And only going as far back as you can with your right foot to get there. Notice where's your balance. Try to squeeze those legs firmly so that you're balanced on top of your feet. Turn on my side again. Get the body not to lean. Use your legs, the back side. Pull those hips forward, lifting up in your body until your body is between your feet. Nice and straight. Keep lifting upward, using both legs. Now careful, don't lock your knee back, but keep it as straight as you can. Feel the ball joints, the heels, big toes, inner heels, inner thighs, belly, breathing, drawing, engaging. Mountain pose in every pose. Okay. Stay. I'm just turning. Can you bring your hands together? Good. Do the same thing now on your back. So as we're stepping, allow your hands to gently come to your back. Can you see me? Oh, sorry. Sorry, you went too far. So bring your hands on your back. Let the longest fingers touch. For me, it's my middle finger. Rotating pinky toward the back, palm toward the floor, sliding upward on the back until the fingers touch. Try to move away from that material not to get caught up until all your fingers touch, and then eventually all the hands coming up while keeping your feet back, straight as you can, breathing, rolling the shoulders wide. How high can you lift your hands? Staying steady. Softly hinging at your hips with a flat back. If you need to bend your front knee, bend it. If you don't need to bend it, don't bend it. Just be careful how you move. Slowly leaning the body. Push the back of the thighs. Don't lock your front knee. Shoulders are square. Gently come back up. Releasing your hands. Shake them out as we step forward. Oh, it's a lot of tension for those wrists. But this is great. This is very beginner's yoga. This is the first things we learn in yoga. Take a deep breath. Feel the relaxation as you exhale. Keep engaging the belly button, the diaphragm. Keep lifting away. Keep engaging big toes, the inner heels. Keep engaging the groundness. Straighten out your feet if they're not. We're going to do the same thing with the left foot going back. Left foot sliding back just to what you can. My knee bent to do so, of course, but then I'm straightening up. My body's still leaning forward, so I'm going to engage it to straighten. Breathing into those legs, engaging, feeling. I need to go a little wider, I think. Breathing. Take your time to feel yourself, to stabilize yourself. Focus on that breath. Even the body. Are you stretching? Are you drawing? Are you pulling? Everything. Hands behind the back. Just what you can. You can even just bring your hands behind you. Just whatever's good for you. You don't have to do everything all the time. Not everybody is able to do everything. But the little bits that we can do is beneficial to the body. Take a deep breath. As we exhale, hinging from the hips, keep the chin in the throat so you're not looking upward. But try to follow yourself gently downward. Keep allowing yourself to engage. Engage those legs. Don't lock your knee back in the front. If you need to bend it, bend it. How square can you stay on top of yourself? And gently come back up. Relax, release. Stepping forward, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. That is a challenging pose, especially for the poor wrists and the legs, right? And breathing and everything. But just depending on where you are in your journey. Nice, soft warrior one. What I mean by soft means you're not squeezing so hard. Doesn't mean you're not squeezing or holding yourself. Intentionally holding on to everything, but don't tighten to the point of breaking, yes? So relaxed, more breath. And even though there is tension in the musculature of the body, we stay calm with the breathing. The focus should be on the breath. Warrior one, right leg steps back. Arms coming up. Heel behind the heel, toes to the corner, body long, soften the knee on top of the heel. That's the important part. Hips are turning, reaching full, lengthening. Push those hips a little further. Take a deep breath. Stay for 4 more deep breaths. Are you pulling your belly in? Are you trying to widen your shoulders? Gently sweeping your arm out to the side, pivot your foot, or keep it angled. It's up to you for a triangle pose. Either way, the heels line up. Second and third toe lines up to the heel. Kneecap lines up to the heel. Hips either turn in for the beginner or trying to get them straight across for the more advanced. Careful with your hips. There's 4 corners of your hips. The front leg, the hip is usually pushing back and out. The top hip part of the hip is pulling in and forward. The back hip, it's usually turning around too much, pushing back, right? So that the hips are further back. So engaging your belly and your hips pulling what you can. Triangle pose. Hips pushing. Don't lock your knee. Try to get those hips underneath you. Breathing. Try not to let the body bend here, right? Rather than bending, use more hips to lengthen and create space, and use your body to create even more space as we're stretching away. Uthiti, stretching away from, reaching what we can. And come back up. Relax. Rather than stepping, pivot your feet. Adjusting your heels for your comfort, in your width, in your stance, in your posture. Toes could turn in. Toes could stay forward. Kneecap must roll. So once you roll, maybe the hips come in. That's okay for now. More advanced, come out. Ready? Stretch. Reach. Allow. Hips do the work. Rotate the rib cage. Extend your spine. Lengthen what you can. Careful not to lock your knee. Careful not to let your knee roll in or out. Stay carefully steady. Notice I'm not hanging out, putting pressure on my leg to hold me up in place. I'm just extending. So if that's too much for you, come up a little higher so you don't have to feel that. And gently come back up and step forward. Nice and light. Stay. Stay. Sweep your arms. Inhale, way up to the sky. All the way up. Gently. Push the hips forward. Bend your knees a little bit. Lift up that chest and the arms as we lean the shoulders back. Keep pulling the tail forward, bending the knees so that you don't pinch your back. And keep extending upward. And come back up into a forward bend, melting. And the knees, let yourself relax all the way down, go all the way. Release yourself. Give your hips a little wiggle, give your shoulders a little wiggle. Release further down, let your body rest. If you can, try to relax your, try to relax your spine so that we can lengthen further down. Draw the chin to the throat. Can you lift the back of the thighs a little more? And rolling the spine, little bits at a time, all the way up we go. Getting ready to step back with the left leg to a warrior two, arms right out. Notice where your body is. Try to get it straight. Try to feel yourself, lining everything up. Breathing. Feeling. See how curved this hip is upward? We want to get this hip also to melt, to square. Square everything off the best that you can, right? Inhale, reaching the arms way up high. Exhale, come back down to your warrior. Breathing. So the side angle, do you bring your fingers in the front or do you bring your fingers in the back? Triangle is in the front. Side angle is in the back. Okay? If you need a block, if you need books, use them. Trying to bend your knee, stay on top of the heel, sliding further back to lower the hip, down even further perhaps, body's still on its side, as we touch the floor with a minimum of 5 fingers, while the other arm is stretching over, above it. Stay in your heel. And gently come back up and relax. Carefully from this big step, up we go. Other side. I'm just going to turn because I'm going to the other side. Big step. Way back. Are you breathing? Stay calm. Don't get upset. It took 9 months to make your body. Yes? Huh. It took how many years to get in the physical condition that we're in? Allow yourself. Don't get upset. Just allow yourself little bits. Even if you have to stay way up here. That's fine. That's a beginning, right? Everything's a beginning. And the more we practice something, the better we get at it. But if you can, side angle. So notice how high my hip is here. It's virtually impossible to go further because it's stuck, right? So what happens, if I move further back, I can lower my hip down. Reaching. Don't let the blade off the floor. And gently come back up. Soften carefully with your step all the way up. Breathe. A little softer. Let's clasp the hands behind the back. Can you bring your palms together? Bring your palms together. Don't worry how high up on your back you need to go. Don't worry how far your elbows are bending. Don't worry how far your shoulders are rolling forward. Get the base of your hands to touch. Thumbs pushing down toward the floor. Elbows extending. Reaching. Now, the more we push down into the arms, if we don't pull the shoulders back, we won't go further. But if we draw the shoulders back and we try, extending, draw the belly in deeper, legs are turning on. Can you lengthen your spine a little bit more? Can you bring your shoulders back more? Don't put pressure in your hands. Don't put pressure in your knuckles. Just draw. More relaxed and tense. And the more muscles you have, the harder it is because the muscles want to do the work. So flaccid, soft muscles. It's hard to be soft when you're trying to do this. Now, pushing the hips, bend your knees, lift your pubis to the ceiling, shoulders toward each other, chin toward the ceiling, hands toward the knees. And relax. And come back. And shake that out. You ready for the floor? Let's go down to the floor. Into a low lunge, we're going to bring the right leg back. So standing firm, feet are shoulder width apart. Sweep the arms, inhale. Don't lose track, don't lose sight of the tracking of your feet. Keep them in line with your hips as you step back. Hands to the floor. Hands as close to your heels as you can. So because my hands are at the heels, I'm going to step forward a little bit for my length. Pushing the hips down, lifting the eyes, stepping back so that the knee stays on top of the heel. My right leg steps back. Flatten your hips down further, bring your knee to the floor, and relax. Let's go back first. Gently walk back your fingers. Try to lift up the hips, lifting your toes and extending your body what you can. Just what you can. Nothing hard. Breathe. Let the toes relax, no tension, but anchor your heel. So the more you gently pull your hips back, the more of a stretch it'll be. So just be careful. Keep everything straight when you can. And soften forward, lifting your chest and your heart, extending the crown to the front wall, pushing the hips forward, allowing yourself to stay steady and gentle. Anchor your ankle in the back leg. Now curl your toes, lift your knee off the floor. Carefully, try not to drag your foot underneath you, but lifting the hips, lift your foot to step back. The plank pose first. Downward dog. Feet are only hip width apart still. Can you flatten your spine more? Let's pedal those heels while we're pushing the body away. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Try to keep those elbows extending. Try to keep the shoulders melting. Focus your mind. Soften and down to your knees. Let's go down to the knees for our first child's pose. Wide knees, closed toes. Melting your hips, melting your elbows, melting your forehead to the floor. Breathe. Gently coming back up. Have a seat with me. Sit down. Allow yourself. The right leg is straight. Let it go straight. Sit up as tall as the body allows you to go, but are you leaning on your left hip or are you even on both hips? Try to be even on both hips. Let that left knee bend upward. Even yourself out more. Now, depending on your body, you can keep your foot as wide as you need, as close as you can, and over to the other side if you like. Important factors. Foot has to stay gently pressing into the floor, grounded. Leg has to be long, pressing into the floor, grounded. Both hips have to be on the floor. You can pull the flesh a little wider if you need to. Body needs to rise. Arms are flat, soft, gentle. Just holding for your support. Lift your body tall. Let your left hand hold on to your leg. Bring your right arm back. Inhale your body upward for just one breath to rotate. Just one breath. Feel that right shoulder blade pulling more. And relax. Switching arms. For one breath, inhale and rotate. Pull that left shoulder blade back more. And relax and soften. Come back around. We're going to do the same thing. Simple stuff. Same thing on the other side. Gently allow yourself to be grounded. Why am I bringing my knee down first if I'm asking you to bring your knee up? Well, I'm focusing on this leg to make sure that it's anchoring itself down so I don't have to focus on it again. It's there. Then I'm focusing on bringing my leg up. Feel my hips shifting around, moving, and then stop. Using my leg, pushing into the floor so I can keep myself here because my legs are here, not because I'm holding on. Can you bring it closer if you can, or up and over is fine. Foot has to be flat, legs have to be on, body lifts, right arm holds, left arm back. Just for an inhale, turn your head as well. Just what you can. Take a deep breath. Feel that left shoulder blade drawing back a little bit more. And relax. Switching arms, just for one breath. relax and soften. Bring your legs out like a big diamond on its side, turning the knees out to the sides, the toes out to the sides of the ankles are up, the sides of the knees are up, and there's about a distance, about a foot's width between my feet. Now, how far? Well, think of diamonds. If you have a shorter, smaller diamond, right? That's a stubby diamond. Thinking of a marquee diamond is a much longer leg, so bring it back. Keep them in. Don't let the feet touch. Good so far? Okay, I'm going to turn to the corner. Work that abdomen. Work your breathing with your abdomen. The belly button, the diaphragm, all part of the abdomen. Every exhale, make it firm. Keep trying to lift up your body. Every inhale, go taller. Every exhale, draw deeper. Okay? Hands come back to a comfortable spot so you can lean your body back to a straight spine. Keep your chin into your throat. As we exhale, so this is abdominal work. As we exhale, ask your heels to draw up to the belly button. Ask your knees to draw up to your shoulders. Exhaling. Inhaling back to the floor. I'm going to go back with my hands a little bit more. Exhaling. Inhaling. Now notice on the next one, notice. When you come up, is your body staying still? Or are you moving to come to it? Try to stay back. Exhaling upward. Inhaling downward. Exhale. I'm sorry, what? That was too easy for some of you. Okay, we have a solution. Lean back, lift your arms. Think of a Charlie's Angel Mudra, right? The fingertips are all holding a little pistol way up here. As we exhale, the knees come up, heels come in, hands come down, shoulder height. As we inhale, don't touch the floor. Exhale. You can keep your hands on the floor while we're doing this. Keep your toes pointing away too. Keep everything as flat as you can. Here. Breathe in and breathe out. If you need to touch the floor, absolutely. And relax. Lengthen out. Shake out those poor legs. Reaching, how far can you reach? Reaching, let yourself reach. Let yourself melt. Can you push the back of the thighs now? Push them back. As the back of the thighs push back, can you feel the pubis beginning to roll forward? Getting the hips on an angle. Letting the body lengthen. Just what you can. Soft. Think of the crown pulling everything. Melting. Just what you can with your arms. Don't pull, don't push, don't do anything. Just relax. The crown does the work. Lifting your heart, going forward. And come back. And relax. And soften. Now let's bring that right leg out to the side. Oh, there's lots of tensions going on. Sit up as tall as you can. Can you get your right foot to press into your left thigh? Push it in there. And then get the thigh to push back into your foot. Feel that grounding sensation. Adjust your hips wider. You can pull the flesh. It's always good to readjust. Don't be satisfied. Go to your most comfortable place. Sweep the arms, inhale. Rotate your body so that you're literally in the middle of your thigh. Reaching forward, melting downward, allowing yourself to gently melt all the way down. If you can keep your arms up, keep your arms up. but focusing your mind on staying. Keep your eyes looking down at you. I'm still talking. My phone, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me, everybody. I thought I had this off. Decline that call real quick. It won't happen. Why? Oh no. I'm so sorry. It won't hang up? Yay. Sorry, guys. I usually have my phone turned off. It does happen, right? It happened. It's over. Still reaching? Or did you come up? Okay, inhaling. Rise way up high. Stretch as high as you can. Can you rotate your rib cage? Go back over your thigh. You need to stretch a little further. Readjust your hips. Find your way. And coming down. Just what you can. Keep thinking of lifting up the hips. The top of the hip. Lifting up more. Inhale, come back up. Relax, release, and soften. Gently switch legs. Soften. Feel. Feel that foot pushing into the thigh. Feel the thigh pushing back into the foot. Feel your body lifting tall, hips lifting, reaching, sweep the arms. Inhale, way up high, rotating over your thigh, softly melting to it, allowing yourself, releasing. Inhale, come back up. Rotate your ribs. Soften. Allow yourself to focus on you. Keep lifting that heart. Feel that spot right where your heart is on your back. Right behind it. Directly behind it. That's always rounding. That's always pulling. That's always hunching. Try to soften upward a little bit more, even though you're rotating. Inhale, come back up. Relax, release, and soften. Allow yourself to lengthen out on your back. Oh, no tension. Arms coming out, knees are bending and gently draping from one side to the other. Softly allowing. Let the chin come further to the throat. Just relax. Can you keep your palms down? If you can see it, notice how my feet are wide enough so that when they drop to one side, the top knee is closer to the bottom heel. Soften both legs to the right. Drop your head, soften it to the left. Relax your body, relax your mind. Release your tensions and take a deep breath. Keep feeling how the shoulders, because the muscles are so tight, are all constantly trying to lift up into your ears. Focus on keeping them away. Not hard. You'll feel a stretch, you feel a pull, you feel a little bit, but not tension, not hard. Just softly melting down into the floor with your back, your shoulder blades, your ear, your jaw. Can you stretch your head further back? Take a deep breath. Gently come back up. Soften to the other side. Releasing the tension. Let the head turn to the right. Gently come back around. Keep your knees bent. Draw your knees up to your chest. Grab a hold of your knees. Soft. Relax your head down. Release your tension. Pull your knees towards your chest. As you're pulling your knees, try to ask your hips to also melt to the floor. Chin to your throat. Breathe in. Bring your knees together. Can you clasp your hands around your shin or even under your calves if you need some room? And just a little rotation or swaying, if I will, from side to side. One hip comes off and then the other. Careful not to let yourself go too far to fall. And relax and soften. Let's extend out just for a few minutes. You can keep your eyes open here in a corpse pose. Separate the legs, create groin space. Separate the arms, create armpit space. Keep your head tucking in, chin to your throat. Feel your body melting down with every exhale. Notice your back. Is it flat? Melt it down. Get your sacrum flat. Your knees, your feet, your ankles, your hips, they're all soft. Your wrists, your elbows, and shoulders melting. Chin keeps trying to melt. Now notice here. Notice if your chin keeps lifting upward here. Well, I didn't bring my blanket this time. It's okay. So sometimes what happens is your body has too much going on in the back, and so it's holding your body higher, making your chin go up. So support for your head. Get a blanket somewhere where you can hold it under your head so that your head stays chin to your throat. It's much better feeling, more relaxed in the neck. Just relax. Don't tense. Don't do anything that's going to change the way you're feeling. If you like to close your eyes, you can, of course. This is corpse pose. Focus on your breathing and let the breath guide you. Let the breath guide you to a softer, more relaxed body, melting into the floor. And the more we focus on the breathing, the less the mind travels. Without expectations, but just letting go of your body into the floor. Sense every part of you releasing even further. Let the eyes become soft. Feel them settling softly into your sockets. Stay. Unless you don't like to lay down on your back, you can go to fetal pose on your side with your knees bent. Use your arm as a pillow. You can sit up with me, however you feel better. Take a deep breath here. Allow the knees to bend upward. Soften your feet to the floor. Take a deep breath. Allow your knees to gently drape down to the right side. Allow the body to follow into fetal pose. Use your bottom arm as a pillow. Again, focus on breathing and releasing your tension, because in fetal pose, that's the pose that we get the best rest from. Try to put a smile on your face. Notice how it changes how you feel. Let your eyes brighten up within yourself, even though your eyes are closed. Feel them lighting. Gently pushing away from the floor with your hands. Ease your body up to a seated pose. As you cross your legs, join your hands together to your heart with a little bow of your head and your eyes closed. Gratitude in your heart for the time we shared together. Let's keep going with this. Let's keep doing this every day. Gratitude in your heart, giving thanks to yourself for the kindness you've shown. Giving thanks to the Lord within, this is a higher you, your existence, whatever you perceive him to be, to her, to it, to yourself if you don't have one. You're still alive. In gratitude, give thanks for your existence. As we inhale, allow the head to lift, eyes begin to open. Namaste. And as always, allow the lights of love, peace, and kindness to always be your guides. See you tonight and or tomorrow.